Here we are looking at perimeter. And perimeter is the distance around an object. Remember, with area, we were looking at the amount of space the object covers. With perimeter, we're putting a fence around it. Think about a soldier walking a perimeter. What does that mean, to walk a perimeter? Well, if you know that peri, this is really a medical term, or it's I think a Latin root, it means around. And meter means to measure. So perimeter means to measure around. A perimeter is like a fence. So we're not concerned with what's inside the figure. And I'm going to take the time on this one to color this in. I'll have to clean it up. Let's suppose this is a swimming pool and the water is blue. That would be the area. How much area in the swimming pool do you have to swim in? Perimeter doesn't care about that. Perimeter is interested with how much fencing I need to go around this pool. Or if I want to put a sidewalk around this swimming pool, how much would I need? So I like to see points for perimeter. It helps my eye to see what I'm looking for. I'm not interested in the blue part. I'm interested in the outside of this triangle. So perimeter is found by adding up the sides. And it doesn't matter what the shape looks like. You can find perimeter by adding up the sides. So for this one, I have how many sides? There are 3 of them. So perimeter equals the first side plus the second side plus the third side. And I know that looks funny, but it's not. It just means side 1, side 2, and side 3. So the distance around is found by adding up the sides. So how do I know which one is side 1? It doesn't matter because you're building up. You're adding things up. So you can put them in any order you want to. 7, 5, and 6. And remember, the formula tells me exactly how to solve the problem. 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 6 more is 18. And these are not squares. We're not interested in the swimming pool in the middle. We're interested in the amount of fencing around the outside. Now, a centimeter, this is a very small amount. A centimeter is about that long, maybe a little more. It's a very tiny amount. So this is not a swimming pool. Maybe a swimming pool for an ant, but not for a person. If those were actually for people, we would have meters there, and that would still be a very small swimming pool. But you get the gist of what I'm saying, I hope. We're not interested in this part. We're interested in this part. Okay, here is another shape. Let's see if we can figure out. This is a regular shape because it has all equal sides. So we would call this a regular. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a hexagon. So to get the sides, the perimeter, you would take side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 plus side 4 plus side 5 plus side 6. Now that's a pain to write all that out. So we have a 3 plus 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 a 3. We have 6 of those. And that is 18. This time we're dealing with meters. So this is more like a swimming pool, a small one, maybe a hot tub. 18 meters. Can you think of another way to do that instead of having to write all that stuff out? Because this is a regular hexagon, meaning that all of the sides are the same, you could say perimeter equals 3 meters times 6 sides. So perimeter is 3 times 6. And you might be thinking, well, you told me that I have to add to get perimeter. This red way only works if you're dealing with a regular shape. This shape was not regular. I couldn't match up those tick marks. None of it's the same. But this one is regular. And if it's regular, you can shortcut. If you prefer to add, that's fine too. Doesn't matter, you will get to the same answer. Okay, so this one is a rectangle. It does not have equal sides, but I will show you a shortcut on this one. Let's get the long way first. So perimeter, this is a quadrilateral, so we have side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 plus side 4. And again, it doesn't matter which side you do first. I like to see the points. So I have a 14 and a 14. And then I have an 8 and an 8. So I have 14 and 14, that's 28, plus 8 would be 36, plus another 8 would be 44, I believe. I cannot do math in my head very well. Here is another way to do this one, and you can use either way that you prefer. Perimeter of any rectangle is 2 times the long side plus 2 of the wide sides. So we could say 2 times 14 and 2 times 8. 2 times 14 is 28. 2 times 8 is 16. So the perimeter is 28 and 16, and that is 44 inches. So either way, you can get the answer. When I was learning this, I liked the bottom way because I like to put the big sides together. That would be those two. Put those two together, and then these two, and then combine them. But you can do it however you prefer. Finally, this is definitely an irregular thing. So I can't multiply. It's irregular. But let's at least put the dots in and see how many sides we have. Let's give it a name. So this is an irregular. There's one side, two sides, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do have 2 of the 65s and 2 of the 45s and 2 of the 75s. And then that 95 up there. So there are a couple of ways we can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one's called an irregular, meaning it's not normal looking. hepta. Gone. 7 is hepta. You don't have to remember that. So you could do it this way. Side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 plus side 4 plus side 5 plus side 6 plus side 7. So we have the 95, and then I have 2 of the 65s, and then I have 2 of the 45s, and then I have 2 of the 75s, and I need to be sure I have 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there is no way I'm going to try to do that. Actually, I don't have a calculator, so I'm going to have to do it. So here's how I would do it. I would take those two 65s and put those together. So that's 130. And then 45 and 45, that's 90. 75 and 75 is 150. And then I have this one. If you have a calculator, use it. Okay, so then I need to line these up so that I can add them. And I have to do that over here. If you can do it in your head, that's great. I just know that I can't. So there's 10, 19, 22, 27. Use your fingers if you need to. So the perimeter of this thing is 475 feet. Maybe this is some kind of sports field where kids can play, a playground, or a field, a garden, very large field. 475 feet of fencing would be needed for this perimeter. From there to there, 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 and there. We're not concerned about the inside. We're not concerned about the dirt or the grass. We're just concerned about the outer perimeter. So you can see that this is getting quite a bit harder. We were counting squares, and then we learned formulas, and we did perimeter, and we're getting ready to go back to composites. That'll be our last video lesson.